All right. But yeah, basically, guys, sorry if the audio is a little worse, but I'm using a bit of a different setup. But yeah, all right. We're doing a Japan haul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All the video games and stuff that I got from my recent trip. I made a little bit of a vlog, so I'll link that. I don't know how the YouTube shitty works. I'll put it here or I'll put it in the description. You guys can check that out too. But yeah, basically, spent some time in Tokyo, went to a lot of different shops, a lot of used video game stores like Surugaya and Book Off, Hard Off, all those kind of places, as well as some like smaller shops in Akihabara, like Super Potato, a lot of the popular places that you'll see online. And yeah, I was able to get some like crazy good deals on stuff. I'm not gonna lie. But everything that I am showing here in this video, I probably got for like, I want to say about $100 or less. I got some more stuff for other friends, and that stuff obviously goes a little bit over 100, but all the stuff that I got for myself, some crazy finds for all like under $100. This is crazy. So yeah, without further ado, first we have Resident Evil 2, Biohazard 2. And now, I was showing this early on stream, but now the camera's flipped so you can actually kind of see it better. I'll put it towards here, but yeah, everything's in Japanese, obviously. It's a Japanese version. This cover is sick. This one I think I found at Book Off a little bit further out from the city. So this one I got relatively cheap, like I want to say like $10 to $12. So you got disc 1 right there, Leon. Disc 2, Claire. And then you also got some like stickers, bro. Like even the stickers are still intact and in good condition. Like everything there, they take like super good care of, bro. It's crazy. Oh no, there's 2 sets of stickers, and then that's another little label thing. I've never played the original, but I've played the remake a couple years ago on stream, and it was very frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking about how I hate backtracking, and there's a lot of backtracking and going to the same locations and puzzles and stuff. So all the stuff that I, have a love-hate relationship with when it comes to Resident Evil was definitely strong in RE2. But yeah, I never played the original, so maybe someday if I'm feeling brave enough, I'll go and try the original. But the remake was really good. So yeah, manual intact, super sick. Parasite Eve, this one's a banger too. So I got first Parasite Eve game. I'm actually playing this right now. I've been playing it off stream, and I'm liking it a lot. I've been meaning to play it for so long, and I really like the time action. I find it, it's like a mix of like, the sort of like survival horror, but also like a different sort of action RPG. And it doesn't lean too heavy into the horror, but it's peak, bro. The music is fire. The gameplay is really nice. The story's cool. I've been enjoying it, and I really want to play the other 2 games. And then yeah, got disc 1, disc 2. Great condition too. It's crazy, bro. I don't remember the prices I got everything for, but this one was definitely, I think I found for maybe like $4 or $5. And yeah, I'll probably splice some little clips of like the stores that I went to also, like Surugaya and Book Off and all them, and you can just see like there's just like rows and rows and rows of like retro games all in great condition. It's like insane. Honestly, like a lot of those places, they feel like you're in a fucking like museum, bro, and you're just like witnessing like the history of gaming, and it's just like crazy to see all those like games in great condition in one place. And yeah, it's not even just like one particular store either. You can go to different stores and just find like so many games, and like it honestly puts GameStop to shame, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes you really wonder what GameStop could have been if they were like, like more ethical. But yeah, this is the manual. Really cool art of the characters. And again, like all of these, pretty much all of the ones that I've got, they all came with manuals, and I think that they always come with manuals when you buy from them. So that's never a problem. And they'll show you like the condition of the disc and the condition of everything before you buy it, which is also really nice too. Really been meaning to play Parasite Eve. Glad to hear it's good. Oh yeah, it's really good. I haven't seen like gameplay of Parasite Eve 2 before, so I don't know how much it differs, but I have seen the third birthday on the PSP, so I'm definitely going to try that out when I finish the other two games. But yeah, I'm actually definitely liking it more than I was expecting. Next game, PS1, got Final Fantasy VIII, another classic. This game, I really like instantly was like, once I saw this, I got it because I remember I have very vivid memories as a kid playing the Final Fantasy VIII demo on the PS1. I don't remember what other games came on the demo disc, but I remember I used to play I never got to play the full game as a kid, but I remember playing the demo over and over and watching the cutscenes. And like at the time, as a kid, seeing the cutscenes and like the CGI, I was like blown away that like those kind of graphics were like on a console. And like, look how far we've come now. But yeah, you got disc 1, disc 2, and then got 3 and 4. This game, I forgot. Sorry, let me not screw this up too much. Got disc 3 and 4. So you have, oh my goodness, 4 discs total. Crazy. I'll just show this off quick. Really nice art as always. You can see the 3D models. This one's not as flashy, to be honest, but still has some good stuff in there. But yeah, you can kind of see the art on that one. Sorry if it's not focusing too well. Is Chrono Cross. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know a whole lot about Chrono Cross. I know about Chrono Trigger. I haven't played Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross, but I saw the cover and it was just one of those things. I was like, I've been meaning to play these games for a while, and I was like, you know what? I really like the cover. I really like the art. So, oops, just show the back real quick. So I'm just gonna grab it, and I think it was pretty cheap too, but also very nice disc art as well. You can kind of see it. And then got the manual here. So got 2 discs, type shit. Chrono Trigger is right up your alley. Yeah, I like story-wise, like everything about that game, the music, the art, the story, like it all appeals to me. It's just one of those games that have been on my back burner for so long. I just never gotten around to it. But I actually don't know much about Chrono Cross though. I don't even know if it's in the same universe, but I just know that they're related. But yeah, definitely gonna try out both of these games at some point. And then you got some art for Chrono Trigger. Now we're moving on to all the PS2 and other games. So before we get into the PS2, we'll just start off with a Wii game. One of my favorite games of all time. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, everybody. And yeah, I was happy enough to find the Wii version because the Wii version is the one that I played as a kid. I was looking for the GameCube version, but I couldn't find the GameCube one anywhere, and I'm sure it would have been pretty expensive. But this one was, honestly, I don't think I paid too much for it. This is the back here. Yep. And then the disc and the manual. Very nice. You can kind of see the art better. And I know this artwork is different from the American version. A whole lot of, yeah, this is the cover that I remember having as a kid. I don't know if it was this exact art, but it was something similar to this that I think was the cover for the Western version. But yeah, got a little bit of images, screens from the game. This one's more manual, but you know, still cool to look at. But yeah, this game, I remember as a kid, it took me a little while to beat because I think I got a little stuck on the Zant, the second to last boss, and then I got to Ganon's castle, and that took me a while. But I remember, I think when Blockbuster was still around, oh my goodness, I'm dating myself. When Blockbuster was still around, I rented the game for a little while, and then I had to return it, obviously, and then we rented it again. And then after that, I wasn't able to get the game again until like a couple months later. So I started the game, and then I had to wait a couple months to actually get the whole game. And then from there, I like binged the shit out of it, and I got through a bunch of the bosses. But once I got to like Zant, he was like a big like skill check, and like you really had to remember all the mechanics of the game. So that took me a little while to get past him. But I remember it took me a little while to finish this game, but once I finally beat it, man, it was very rewarding. Next game, Devil May Cry. Blockbuster experience, yeah, man. I miss Blockbuster. That was fire, being able to just rent games. I don't know, man. I miss it, man. But yeah, Devil May Cry. Next one, classic, Fire. We were talking about this earlier. I did play DMC 1. I forgot to mention that. I played DMC 1, but the only other DMC that I actually beat was the reboot. And I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on the reboot, but I enjoyed it. I was a kid when I played it, and I didn't have a huge amount of other experience with the series, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. But I know like 3 and 4 are a lot better. And I did start 3, but I never finished it. I started on stream, but I'm gonna go back to those. I gotta play those on stream. But you know, another classic series. Can never go wrong with some Dante. And this manual is pretty cool too. And the condition on these aren't perfect, but like for what they are, I feel like they're pretty great. But you know, again, as a kid, that I didn't have access to a whole lot of games, so just being able to play it, I was happy enough. But I do remember like when I was younger, I played like little bits and pieces of 3 and 4, but I never actually got to like finish them. But yeah, this manual looks really cool. And then, you know, got all the typical stuff in there. Got some more art in the back. Very nice, very nice. We also have Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. So this cover art is pretty fire. So we got, you know, you got Virgil and Dante on the cover. Then you see some more of them on the back. And yeah, when I saw the cover for this one, I just like immediately was like, yeah, I gotta pick this one up. Got the disc there. And the manual here, this is a fire like artwork for the manual here. And then manual, some more art. Yeah, DMC 3 I'm definitely gonna play on stream. But Devil May Cry, you can never go wrong with these games. Like the combat, there's very few games that are able to like match, you know, how satisfying the combat in these games are. Some more right there. Back when they cared about manuals, I know, like, it makes me so sad that they don't really care about manuals anymore, because I used to be one of my favorite parts about getting a physical disc. I still try to get physical discs, like especially when it's like a PlayStation exclusive or it's like a game that I really like, but it does make me sad that they don't really give much mind to the manuals anymore. And that's the tower there. And then you got the back, fire. So if you put both of them together, man, that's hard. That's pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty hard. We got Xenosaga Episode 2. Again, one of the games that I've never played, but I've always wanted to play. Obviously, I know this is the second game in the series. This is the only one that I could find. I wanted to find 1 and 2, and well, the whole... I wasn't gonna get the whole trilogy, to be honest, but I wanted to see if I could find at least the first 2, but I was only able to find this one. But this is another series I know people really love, and I've been wanting to try for a long time. It's on my list once I finish Xenogears. Yeah, I know this whole series is like, there's a lot of them, and I honestly I don't know a huge amount, but I've always wanted to start with Xenosaga just because of, you know, the gameplay that I've seen, a little bit of story, and also just, you know, the overall aesthetic. Like, this is just this cover. Main reason I got this is because this is just aura, bro. Like, this cover is fire. Let me show the manual real quick. I don't remember what the manual for this one looked like, but ooh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that. Through, okay, got some of the characters. So yeah, any Xenosaga fans in here can let me know about this series. So we're also gonna be playing that. This is cool too. Kind of got some close-ups there. But yeah, this is another series that I always see people talk about, that I've always wanted to try. And then another W game, Final Fantasy X. Obviously, classic. When I saw this, I had to, you know what I'm saying? This one, again, I'm ashamed to admit, I've started this game but haven't finished it. I've been playing it on my PS Vita, but I've been enjoying it. This is cool. I haven't checked this out yet, but this is a DVD. I don't know what this is exactly. It says other side of Final Fantasy dedicated to the Final Fantasy enthusiasts. So I don't know if there's like a little documentary or something, but I definitely will check that out. So yeah, I'll probably check that out at some point. And then you have the game disc there. One thing I missed too, this is so nostalgic, the memory card holder and all the discs too. I mean, all the cases. Oh man, takes me back. Manual real quick. This one had a receipt. Was this from the original? Hold on. Yeah, this is the original receipt of the first buyer. It says 2001 right there. It says July, is that July 20th, 2001? Oh my God, you can't see it, but that's what it says on the receipt. That's why I didn't take it out. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, there's the first pages of the manual. I think, okay, this one has some nice stuff in there too. Got Titus, Yuna, rest of the cast there. Pretty cool. Again, really sorry it's not focusing that well, but it's because of the reflection and everything. But yeah, that's the manual there. Pretty nice. X2. I think I saw these together. So this one also, I really love I haven't played it, but I love the aesthetics of it and the way the characters' outfits change based on, you know, their abilities. Main reason I want to try this game is just for like this game is just saucy, bro. It just has so much swag, bro. Like, look at this. Look at that outfit, bro. Look at how much aura she has, bro. And all three of them, they have some really cool outfits from what I've seen. But yeah, definitely once I finish 10, I'm gonna hop into 10 to X2, or however people call it. Just kind of flip through again. Normally I wouldn't have gone this crazy buying a bunch of games, but like they were very affordable. I'm not gonna lie, for what they were. You know, obviously they're Japanese copies and I can't read Japanese, but just the fact that I can still find physical copies of these games, because this is like a lot harder to find in America, or at least it'd be a lot more expensive. So honestly, I really had to just take advantage of the opportunity to have some like physical discs. All right, next game. This one's fire. You're gonna like this one. This one is MGS2. And this is like a little bit of a special copy because this one comes in like a paper case. So we have the manual here. And then this is, I didn't know because this was in the wrapper, but it's still really cool. But this is one of the best hit versions. So the cover's a little bit different, but it's still really fire. And then this is I'm assuming this is the manual. Oh yeah, this is really cool. So this is the manual, but they also have like, oh my God, yo, what's his name? Yoji Shinkawa, his art, incredible, so fire. Yeah, they also have like a short manga, an instruction manga. So there's like a short little comic inside of here that I thought was like crazy. Like, man, the attention to detail and like, oh man, I miss when they used to like actually try with some of this stuff and make manuals, and oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Like, I'll flip through all of the pages of the little manga. Like, that's just so cool, bro. I don't know what they're saying, if they're actually like saying like instructions or something, but the fact that there's like a whole comic in here is just crazy to me. And then I think the rest of it is like a regular manual. So you have, you know, all the other good old stuff. But yeah, this one, it's like, I don't know, I was kind of blown away when I saw that. And then, oh, you have an ad for MGS4 as well. This is probably like right when the PS3 came out. But yeah, you have disc 1, disc 2. Love the OG Metal Gear Solid art style. Yeah, bro, like Yoji Shinkawa, his art style is just so iconic. Like, you can instantly recognize his art. And this cover, this art right here is fire too. SSX, I think this is the original, the first SSX. I never played the first SSX. I've only played 3 and SSX Tricky. But I saw this cover, I thought this was pretty cool, and I think this was like $3 or something. It was really cheap. But the cover art's really cool. And I really love the SSX games. It's so fun. This is really cool too with all the characters. And I really love like this era of like 3D models, like the 3D CGI. There's just something about it that like feels very timeless, you know, has a nice feel to it. Well, I did notice too, like playing old games, right? Like there are tutorials, but oftentimes a lot of stuff, like you actually do have to look at the manual. Like when I was playing Parasite Eve, there was some information that like I didn't really know. And I didn't look up the manual, but because I ended up figuring it out later on. But then I realized, like I was playing, I was like, yeah, this is why the manuals exist, because like in the game they don't always like straight up tell you everything. Probably partially because of, you know, memory and space and stuff like that. They probably just didn't have the ability to cram so much stuff into the game. But yeah, the manuals were definitely like actually, I remember actually like needing to look in the manual sometimes playing games. There was another game. I was playing Sonic Riders recently, and yeah, I had to look up a digital manual to just like see all the controls and some other stuff, because like there would like that game doesn't have a tutorial. It just kind of throws you in there. You have to figure out the controls or like look at the manual. So yeah, next game. Oh man, this cover is so cool. This is another game, another series I've never played before that I've been wanting to get into and try. Dot Hack GU Volume 1. And they recently announced another Dot Hack game coming soon, which is really cool because I know the fans have been waiting a long time for that. But I know like people praise this series really, really highly. And this one has another DVD as well. So I'm gonna check this out. I don't know if this is like a documentary or what this is, but this is pretty cool too. And then you have the game disc there. It's always nice to see like older series come back, especially when it's like the same, you know, team, same people making it. Because I heard apparently like, you know, CyberConnect, they work on a lot of different projects, but they kind of do stuff so that they can fund their really passion projects that they want to work on. So I'm assuming that it's been a little while, but they've probably had some success with other games, and now they can finally make the game they want to make, which is Dot Hack. So Kingdom Hearts 1, classic back cover. What is there to say, man? It's Kingdom Hearts. This is my favorite series of all time. I have so many memories of this game, especially Kingdom Hearts 1, renting this again at Blockbuster. I remember renting it, trying it, instantly fell in love. I think as a kid, I never got to beat Kingdom Hearts 1. I got like maybe halfway through when I rented it, but then that was around the time that Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So I ended up just getting Kingdom Hearts 2, and yeah, it's never been another game that's topped Kingdom Hearts 2 ever since for me. I'll just be straight on. I don't know if there ever will be a game that beats Kingdom Hearts 2. Really cool. You can't see it too well. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can kind of see Sora, Donald, Goofy. And some other little... This one had like little toys, I think, that come with these drinks, this special promotion that they're doing. And then you can see some OG Kingdom Hearts figures. I don't know where these come from, if these are like some sort of like kids meal toy or something, but yeah, I thought that was cool to see too, like some OG little Kingdom Hearts toys. The manual, some cool art. More of the art, more of the characters. Man, if you ever told me that a series with a kid with a key as a sword and Donald Duck and Goofy would be my favorite series, I would never believe you. So good, bro. So yeah, that's the manual. All the typical manual stuff. More art right there. Fire. Kingdom Hearts 2. This one is my favorite in the series. Absolutely. I think a lot of people, most people, Kingdom Hearts 2 is their favorite. I know there's some exceptions. Some people like Kingdom Hearts 1 more. Fairs. I think Kingdom Hearts 1, the controls are a little janky, and Ursula was a bitch to fight. So that knocked some points off for me. But Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, my absolute favorite. Here's the back. And then same thing, I'll just show the disc a bit because it's kind of reflective. Oh, okay, you can kind of see Sora there. Again, sorry, it's not super focusing, but yeah, man. I remember like when I first played through Kingdom Hearts 2, I got like halfway through. I got to the point where you fight like the 100 Heartless in the valley. And after that, like I accidentally overwritten my save and I had to start over and I cried. I think I was like maybe 7 years old at the time. And I was like halfway through the game, I made so much progress and I cried. And then I remember also I got hard stuck at the Zaldin fight and I just couldn't beat him. And then I remember my brother's friend came over and he played the game. I think he beat it. And he looked at my build and he realized I didn't change any items. I didn't add any items. I didn't change my keyblade. I was using all level 1 stuff. And I was actually doing pretty good up to that point. So yeah, he showed me like, yeah, you gotta upgrade your items. You gotta change your items. I was like, oh. After that, I beat Zaldin first try. And I was like, okay, this is easy now. I think I like breezed through the game after that because I had gotten so good. Just like, it was like Rock Lee just taking off all his like weights, you know? But I remember I was like crying because I couldn't get past him. And then he came over and saved my life. And then I beat that game. Last one, I got a special one, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. And this one is in like this like cool reflective cover. This one I saw and I was like, yeah, I had to get this one. And then kind of see the back. Got all the characters. Yeah, so this is the little reflective cover. What does this say on it? When distant hearts beat as one, their hands will be joined together once again. Wow, very dramatic. And then yeah, that's the cover. This is a crazy cover. Super sick, bro. And then hold on, there's 2 discs here, so I'll show both of them. Can't really see, but it's Sora and Riku standing back to back. Sora and Roxas, oh man, next to each other. Hold on. And then yeah, the manual here. Yeah, this is the image on the second disc of them sitting next to each other. And then yeah. For what they are, for the price I got them, the condition is great, bro. So yeah, that's the manual for that. Drakengard, or as they say in the East, Dragon Dragoon. This is the first game. Super cool cover. Super cool back cover there. I really wanted to play this game as a kid because I had a friend when I was in 3rd grade. I transferred schools and she was the first friend I ever made, and she put me on to so much stuff. She put me on to like so many things that were like my favorite stuff growing up. Put me on to like Kingdom Hearts. She was a huge Sonic fan. We had a freaking Sonic club in the 3rd grade where we would like at recess we would run around like Naruto and Sonic with our arms behind. You know, every anime loving kid had that era growing up. But yeah, we would run around the schoolyard with our arms behind our backs and shit. And yeah, she put me on to Drakengard as well. She was big into Final Fantasy and Drakengard and Nier, like all that stuff. So yeah, I really wanted to play this as a kid, but I could never get my hands on it. My parents wouldn't buy me M-rated games, but also my brother wasn't, I don't think he played this, so I usually would just play whatever my brother had. But yeah, this is the manual here. This manual is really sick. But yeah, I remember really wanting to play this as a kid, so it was cool to be able to get the actual physical copy. And actually, I'm still playing it now, but this, like, the whole aesthetic, the music in this game is awesome. Like, it has a very dark, you know, I wouldn't go as far as to say horror, but it has a very dark feeling. You know, obviously, like, similar to, like, Berserk, you know what I mean? And it makes you, like, the world is very eerie, I guess is a good word. Very eerie, dark. vibe, but the characters, I love the character designs in this game as well. And same thing about the CGI, like the character, the actual CGI, it just has that sort of timeless style, you know, that early 2000s style that I really like. So like all the cutscenes, I really love the cutscenes in this game. But yeah, that's the manual. Really cool, really cool. Drakengard 2, Dragon Dragoon 2. This one haven't played. Obviously, I'm trying to play them in order. I mean, this is the back cover. But I know this is another banger as well. And I know people that play these games, they really swear by the series. The disc cover art is really cool as well. We've got the manual here. And man, like the art in the manuals here are crazy. Like this is like, I really do like to just like open these up and just look at the art and the manuals and everything. Like it's very inspiring. I like to have a lot of books and magazines and games and just stuff to look at to inspire me. So that was also another reason why I really wanted to get all this stuff. Isn't that one connected to Lost Odyssey? I don't think so. It's connected to Nier. So like this is not the same universe, but the universes are connected. It's kind of weird. I don't remember exactly how it works, but the Nier universe and the Drakengard universe are like connected and made by the same creator, Yoko Taro. So, you know, a lot of people are huge fans of this series for that reason. So very like, you know, if you ever played Nier Automata, it's very like existential, very dramatic, but also really cool combat and really cool characters. So yeah, this one, I'm excited to get around to this one when I do eventually. Just, you know, so much stuff on the backlog. And then who is this? Mika Nakashima. Check out Mika Nakashima, guys. I'm assuming she did some music for the game. We have Drakengard 3. This one is also one that I haven't played, but that I really want to play. That's super iconic. You got, I believe her name is Zero, the main character. And they all have numbers, the characters in this game. So you have the disc there. And yeah, PS3 era is like where they like kind of started to like stop caring about manuals. So some games had really cool manuals, some of them not so much. But this one, I believe, is one of the cool ones. Yep. So you have art. Got Zero there. Mikhail, is that how you pronounce the dragon's name? And you got all the other characters here. They're all numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of see there. And yeah, like the Nier verse, like Drakengard, Nier, all of them, those games, the character designs are always super crazy, super cool. I definitely want to try out too. I always hear good things about it. Yes, the rest of the manual. Some more stuff there. Soundtrack. Nier Replicant. This one, Ultimate Hits version, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Still really cool cover there. Cool back cover. Got Kaine there. And then you have the disc. And I know I say I hate backtracking, but Nier is the one series where I was okay with it because they usually add a little bit. When you do go back to certain areas, or if you do like, you know, in Nier Automata when you have the other playthrough, they add enough difference to it that I was like, all right, I can deal with this. But most other games, it's like a deal breaker for me. But yeah, got the art there, characters, sick, and then rest of the manual here, all in Japanese. Sorry, it's not. I keep saying sorry about the focus. I wish I could make it a little clearer, but final game, last one. Drum roll. Last one. This one is special to me. This one I have a little story. This is Final Fantasy 13. Oh man, this game has a special place in my heart. Did I ever beat this game? No, but this time I have an actual excuse as to why I didn't beat this game. So Final Fantasy 13, let me zoom in a bit on this. This cover's a little reflective too, which is cool. That kind of makes it a little blurry. W Lightning, man. Yeah, I have a story. So, This game came out well into the life cycle of the PS3. So me and my brother had the PS2 still, and we had a lot of games, and I still regret this to this day. I sold a lot of the PS2 games we had so that I could buy this. I brought them to GameStop. Must have been like at least like $300-$400 worth of games. Probably a lot more now if we still had them. You know how much they gave me? They gave me $80. So 60 to get this, and then an extra 20 left. And yeah, definitely, like, looking back on it, like I cringe so much and I feel so bad. But you know, karma kind of got me because I didn't get to finish this game because my younger brother put a penny in our PS3 and broke it. But that's also karma because when I was younger, when I was like, I think 2 or 3 years old, I put a penny in my brother's PS1 and broke it. So yeah, there's a little bit of a pattern going on there in the family. But yeah, so this game, I remember I was like, as soon as I saw, so I really hate to put this here, I'm just gonna put this there for a second so you can see the art in the back, which is really cool. Yeah, from the moment I saw the trailers and the music and everything, I like instantly fell in love, and I wanted this game so bad. And yeah, I loved it. I think I got like halfway through, and yeah, unfortunately the PlayStation broke, so I wasn't able to finish it. But I know at the time this game was very controversial because of how linear it was, and a lot of people weren't crazy about it, but I loved every second of it. Yo, I have that game. Yo, W game, man. This is one of the GOATs, man. This was my first like proper Final Fantasy game as well that I played. I obviously only other like introduction I had to Final Fantasy at all was Kingdom Hearts, and then Advent Children, which I have one more thing to show. Yeah, so this is the manual here. But yeah, this game, I'm gonna play this on stream and actually finish it. This is one of the games I really want to play on stream. So I think after RE, I might take a little break, do this one, and maybe do Metal Gear at the same time. But this game has a very, very special place in my heart. I love the cast, I love the characters, I love the music, the world, everything. Even like, nowadays it's very refreshing playing the linear gameplay with all the open world games that there are now. You know, the 60+ hour, not so much anymore, but definitely like, mid 2010s, like the 2015 to like 2019, that era with like all the Ubisoft games and like a bunch of open world games. I was very burnt out. So it was refreshing being able to play a linear game. And even now it's still very refreshing to be able to play a linear game that doesn't complicate things too much. But yeah, this game, I can't wait to play it on stream because this should mean something to me. It's just special. But yeah, last thing that like I got a crazy come up on. Let me change the screen real quick. I got a Final Fantasy VII Advent Children cloud figure. Oh my god, holy aura, bro. And then it has the Buster Sword too, but it keeps falling off. It was in this, I had it in this hand. So I know you can't really see it too well there. Okay, that'll have to do. Yeah, I was in this store called Super Potato, and this was just sitting in the back, in this random back corner behind like a whole bunch of other stuff. And you want to know how much it was? I think it was like $20, something like that. If I were to look for this online, it should be like hundreds, bro, probably. Sorry, I know the lighting's not the best here. I'll try to do a little 360. Yeah, this was a crazy steal, bro. And it was just sitting there. Advent Children's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. Advent Children was like my absolute first introduction to Final Fantasy. So I was very happy to be able to find this. Like, this is like a crazy come up, bro. And like, it was crazy because yeah, it was hidden in a way that like people couldn't see it. If someone was just walking by and they saw it, they would instantly grab it. But because it was kind of hidden in the back, I got rewarded for like really digging around there. But yeah, this figure's crazy. So this was the last little thing I'll show for this one. And then I'll have another part 2 coming soon that I'll do probably off stream, of all the books and magazines and stuff like that I also got in Japan, which I got a lot of cool stuff too. But yeah, W Cloud. Oh man. Holy aura, holy aura. But yeah, anybody who watched the video, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's any favorites that you have, or any games that you have a special connection in your heart to, that you really enjoy in your collection, or that you want to add to your collection. And yeah, I have another one coming soon of all my books and magazines and stuff like that I also got in Japan. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, all that bull crap. W video. Bye bye.